current world rally raid champion, Ross Branch, Monster Hero Bike. Thank you very much for taking time out of your rest day and joining us. How's the race going for you?
How's it, guys? Thanks so much for having me on the show again. Awesome to catch up. It's always an awesome time of the year. It's been probably the toughest first week I've ever had at Dakar, but it's going well. You know, it's we're just in there and we're keeping the consistency up, which is super important for this kind of Dakar. And yeah, I'm having fun. You know, I'm enjoying it. Wish I was a little bit closer to the front. We're a little bit far off with 30 minutes from the front at the moment, and with everything that's going on, time is getting taken away and then added again and then taken away. So a little bit of uncertainty, but yeah, we're having a really good time.
I had you down at 25 minutes off, 25, 48 odd seconds, but the results keep chopping and changing with all the movement that goes on. Is it as difficult for you guys to keep up with the movement in the results as it is for us?
Yeah. I think it's even more difficult. Apart from being totally unfair, it's super difficult. And yeah, I don't know. To be quite honest with you, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's leading, who's doing what, because it's changing. And some people are getting time taken away, and then getting penalties, and then other guys are not getting their time taken away. So it's a bit of a shame to see, and especially from an athlete side when you put everything on the line, and then they giving time back to things that they shouldn't be giving time back. But anyway, you know, we're here to give it our best shot, and I'm going to give it I have been giving it my everything every day, all day, and I will carry on doing that for the next week. And yeah, let's see what the electronic road book does for us next week.
Ross, I saw one of your posts that they put up on your social media, and you said that the guys are starting to play games and there's a bit of strategy going on. What have you seen so far in the opening stages of this Dakar?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I think because it's such a long first week, there was a lot of strategy on trying not to open for the following days, and especially the 48-hour. And it was so strange. You know, there's a couple of riders that were hiding behind trees and hiding behind mountains and stuff like that when we came around the last corner before the finish of the first day of the 48 hours. So yeah, it was interesting to see. You know, obviously we're not in that kind of game, but yeah, it was a funny thing to see. A whole bunch of bikes spread over the desert, just waiting for another guy to go through the finish first.
Now, you said like you're sitting with about a 25-minute odd gap going into the next few stages. I know the last two are quite short and they're almost like a sprint race. Where sort of do you think you could make up time or plan your attack going into this last week?
It's going to be very difficult, you know, to be so far off the front after a week like this is a little bit too far. But you know, it's all going to just be up to if the opening guys make a mistake, or if something happens with road books like it has been this past week. So yeah, I think I've just got to charge every day and stay consistent. You definitely don't want to open a stage here. The stages are so long, so you end up losing a lot of time. So yeah, we're just going to try and stay, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there. And if we can stay there the whole of next week, then we should be in an okay position. Yeah, if everything runs smoothly and fairly.
Ross, I see there's a bonus time that comes up. I get confused about how does the bonus time or bonus seconds work on the bikes?
Yeah, it's actually quite a good thing. You know, if you're opening up a stage already, you had a big loss. So if you open now, they give you 1 second per kilometer that you're in the front. And you know, so if it's 450 k's, then and you lead the whole way, you get 450 seconds added to your time. So it's a nice thing if you do open, but you know, at the moment it's working out that it's not quite worth it to open, just in case you get caught. If you open for the whole stage, then the time is definitely worth it. But if you get caught halfway through, then you actually end up losing quite a bit of time. So it's really difficult to try and gauge where people are coming from and who's going to make an attack on what day, and it's quite hard to try and keep to a strategy. But it's fun, you know. It's exciting, and you're going out there, and everybody's pushing like hell, and it's exciting times, and everybody's changing day by day. So it's apart from the issues we've had, it's been a great Dakar, and I'm looking forward to the second week. It's the strongest I've felt in a long time, and feeling really good for week number 2, and just hopefully everything will be normal.
You, looking at the results, you like the lone hero in amongst a horde of Hondas and KTMs. Are you feeling a little bit lonely there, Ross?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for sure, but we had to do a job, and when we're out there, we're all racing, to win. So I'm very lucky. Tomorrow's probably the longest stage of the Dakar, I think, and I've got my teammate who's by far the best navigator in the world, starting 1 position in front of me. So yeah, I'm quite excited for that, and it's always a big relief knowing you got your teammate somewhere around you, So I'm definitely going to use that full advantage tomorrow and try and catch up to him if I can. He's been going so well in the last couple of days, so yeah. It is Dakar. It changes on a daily basis, and if not daily, it changes on an hourly basis. So we'll see how it goes.
Ross, you're saying there with Nacho is a good navigator and a good guy to follow. Is there any team orders or any strategy involving your teammate at this stage?
No, not at the moment. Obviously we're trying to work together to try and get some time back. So, he's also in the top 10. So the team is super happy with our overall position. Obviously, I'm a little bit more disappointed that I'm further back than where I would have liked to have been at this point of the race. But we're just going to try and work together, especially tomorrow. If I can catch up to him, and then we can try and go together to the finish. If not, I've just got to just try and give it my best and try and push as hard as we can without winning. It's quite hard. It's quite a strange position to be in, because I want to push like hell, but you don't want to win because opening is going to be hard.
When you say that obviously you're not pushing as hard as you can go, at a percentage rate, how hard would you say you're riding from what you're capable of doing?
We're just trying to limit the mistakes now, because obviously when you're riding at 100%, there's a lot of mistakes, and it's very easy to put a foot wrong, whether it's getting lost or whether they're having big crashes. So I'm riding close to the level that I need to be at to win for sure. Like I know yesterday I was leading the stage for most of the day, and I'm riding probably 85-90%, so it's going really quick. I think everybody's going extremely fast, and everybody is putting everything they have into this race for sure. And it also comes down to who's navigating the best, and obviously also being clever. You've got to be super clever, and you've got to know when to sit and wait behind somebody, let them navigate. Like all of us have been saying, and all of us riders are talking together, it's probably one of the most mentally demanding Dakars we've been in. Just from a navigating point of view, it's been really tough. So we just got to make sure that we try and limit those little mistakes. I've had a couple of errors in the past 2 or 3 days. One cost me big time, and the other one I was okay, but I lost a little bit of time. But yeah. That's the name of the game, and we just got to try and limit those and see if we can get to the front.
You might have a visitor there, Ross. Bradley popped in. Bradley just crashed the party with a world. Oh, we got 2 world champions here together. That is.
It's like a kid romantic sing-along.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. So you got the Rally GP and Moto2 world champions together. What a privilege, guys.
I'm in the big boy class now, so yeah, wipe that away.
But you're still a world champion. You're reigning champion. You got to go with it.
Yeah,
and, claim it.
Yeah, you never know when it might take a long time to get it back. Amazing chaos that I'm seeing just from the Southern African group of riders and drivers. It helps having so many of you there.
Yeah, for sure. It's cool. It's so nice to say how's it to someone, like, and not, and just be our own, talk about biltong and all things home, and yeah, it's cool. Like, we generally meet at the bivouac, 6:37 every night for eating. We all join up and have dinner together, and yeah, we like to check on the car guys. The car guys like to check on us. Yeah, we look after each other, and obviously I got this guy looking after me every day. So.
And has he taught you a lot more about navigation? I remember some of the comments from last year.
Yeah, no, he has. It's actually this year I've been quite proud of myself with my navigation. It's been pretty strong. So, and it's been super difficult, but yeah, it's been a tough first week. I'm sure Ross has gone through, but I was happy to see this race day, and it's cool. It's what we train for. It's what everyone wants long and hard, and we definitely got it this year. So yeah, let's see what the second week is.
On a scale of all the other Dakars, Brad, you not so experienced. How tough is this one really? Everybody says it's the hardest.
For me, this is my 7th one. It's definitely the hardest, and I've spoken to like Ricky and all those boys, and they've said that this is definitely the hardest they've ever done. So, yeah, my hats off to Dwayne and to Willem. They definitely chose the hard year, and yeah, they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, just on that sense that you said with regards to Willem and the other guys that have joined the Dakar, and that, I mean, Willem's had some long days in the seat. What advice would you give to him here at Raceday to keep him motivated for the rest of the Dakar racing?
Yes, all I can say is you just have to keep on pushing. If you've made it this far, there's no going back. So you're this far. All the marathon days and the 48 hours and all the really upcuck stuff is over and done with. So now it's at least you get back to a shower in the evening at the bivouac, and yeah, you can relax a little bit more. So yeah, just keep on going. You've already gone this far, and keep it up. We're all rooting for the boys, and we're all happy to see them get here every night in one piece, and they're obviously starting the next morning, and they're making us proud, and we know how tough it is, and it's even harder for them. The late nights are really cold. I think last night was -1, -2, so it's been super cold, and they've been coming in the evening, so very well done to them, and yeah, we're rooting for them. And yeah, we'll try to give as much support as we possibly can. We're going through our own mental battle, but we're enjoying it.
I mean, the guys at the back, like Willem, and it's not meant as a slur, but they embody the total fierce of phosphate, South African phosphate. And for us, it's lovely to see South Africans at the front and at the back, and it keeps us involved in the whole race all day long. So it's brilliant. There's a short day. I think it's on Wednesday, 120 kilos. That's normally when they throw in all crazy bits of navigation in there. What's your feeling on that short little stage?
Yeah, it's that's the strange thing. It's a really short day on paper, but for us, it's probably going to be a 10-11 hour day. I think the liaison alone is 600 k's in the morning, so we're starting here at 3:34, somewhere around there, and then we've got to ride all the way to the start of that stage. So by the time you get there, you're already halfway knackered, and then you start the 112k of June section only, where everybody seems like they're playing Russian roulette and just going for it. So it's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, it's when they give you a stage that's short like that, there's definitely some traps. So you can think that it's going to be short, but I can tell you now that we're still going to be coming in a little way after lunchtime.
But then thinking that normally when it's a long stage, it means it's going to be super fast and easy, but they didn't give that to us.
Yeah, this year has not been what we thought.
No.
Brad, I want to ask you, I saw like one of your videos that your dad posted that, and it was after the prologue, and he said it was nice to get the nerves out and just sort of get into a rhythm and get ready for the race. But now that you've done the full week and that, and we've got nerves out and you're in the race and that, now we've gotten to rest day, how are you going to like sort of gear yourself up for the rest of the week? Is it a case of, sure, I got to rest day and I'm relaxed, and you've got to wind yourself up, or you're still in race mode even over race day where you should be relaxing?
No, it's still in race mode, especially I think this first week's definitely been fireworks and with the bikes, and the second week I think is going to be even bigger. Everyone's still in it. Everyone's pushing. I mean, just the opening speed is crazy. I started 7, I put up to 6 minutes, 100. I thought, well, I'm on one today. And I got to the refill, and the top 4 had pulled 7, 8 minutes. So, yeah, everyone's full gas, and it's definitely, there's no time to rest really today, but it's nice to keep it, and I think that's like, not try and like be like too laxy daisy for today, and know next week's going to be even longer and tougher, and yeah, put our heads down, and this guy's got to keep it on the box, and in this top 10 that I'm in at the moment, so yeah.
So today being rest day, not much rest for you guys. I'm sure you've got media commitments as reigning world champions coming out of your ears. What's your general plan for today?
Yeah, I've chilled out this morning and repacked everything. So for week number 2 of racing, put all my gear and stuff in the right place, and get all my supplements and everything together and ready for the next week. And then afternoon we got to do a couple of media things, and then just go through the bike with the mechanics and see that everything's ready for this week. And I get some physio done, and then back in bed at 7 o'clock for the
Early start tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Saw the physio this morning. We'll see him back this evening. And I stayed in a hotel last night, so that was nice. And lucky. Rally 2 world champ, bro. You need to come to that class. Come to the kids class. Come to the kids class. No, and just some media stuff, and yeah.
Brad, I wanted to ask you, we've picked up a bit of a lot of a following and a lot of comments on our race day shows every evening and that, but some of our family members that tune in every evening have picked up a bit of a rivalry between yourself and Canet, obviously because of the KTM factory seat. Do you see it that way, or is it completely a separate thing? Because I mean, we're not racing necessarily in the same class, but a lot of guys are comparing you and him on a nightly basis. What's the feeling there?
Obviously, it was a bit of a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is. And look, it's not that KTM don't support me. They've given me a factory bike for Dakar. They're supporting me with spares and that. So they've come to the party on that side. And but no, I'm 100% a free agent, and let's see. I'm trying to put results on the board to try to find a seat somewhere, and I'm not sure where that is at the moment. But it's not, honestly, from my side, it's not really a rivalry, because it wasn't. It was a hey, you definitely have a spot, and it just taken away from me. There was talks, and obviously, it caught me by surprise a little bit, but what it is, and they still see on like what we agreed on before Morocco, and so from that side, not much was going to change. I was never really going to the factory team for Dakar, so. Yeah, they still support, which is cool, but I'm definitely just trying to put results for myself to find a spot on a team somewhere, and we go from there.
I loved how you delicately navigated.
The journalists have yes, the journalists, the media has made a nice.
Well done.
Politically correct.
It looks like that Ross media school is starting to pay off. Huh?
Yes.
It's lovely to see you guys just with the gears that you've got there, and it looks like you guys are all properly relaxed. It's really nice to see, and thank you very much for chatting with us, and enjoy the rest of the rally.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Thank you.
Race fast, both of you, and
thank you.
Wish you all the best from all of us at Raceday, and probably all of South Africa. We bring you all our spirits, all our geeses, and all the stuff that we know that the rest of the world doesn't know. Go for it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for keeping everyone up to date. We really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys at home soon.
Absolutely. Let's do a beer when you get back.
Definitely.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Good luck.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.